A Wizard of Earthsea is a 1968 fantasy novel by the American author Ursula K. Le Guin. Le Guin died in 2018 at the age of 88, and her reputation, already high when she passed away, has been steadily rising ever since. Her Earthsea novels, of which A Wizard of Earthsea was the first, are arguably one of the greatest achievements in fantasy literature. It's about a young peasant boy called Ged. That's his true name, and true names are important on Earthsea, they're key to all magic, who's unusually gifted at casting spells. His talent is recognised when he's in early adolescence, and he's dispatched to a school of wizardry on a magical island. Unfortunately, he combines an inferiority complex with a fair degree of hubris derived from the fact that he's clearly a prodigy. He accepts a stupid challenge from one of his peers, and he draws something dark and dangerous into this world. The process nearly kills him, but worse, now he's got to hunt it down, otherwise it'll destroy him. There are at least two interconnected things that make this a great novel rather than just a good one. The first is the quality of the writing. It's written in exactly the right style and tone for what it purports to be. A high epic concerning a parallel world not too distant from our own. Amongst other things, Le Guin was a talented poet. In many places, A Wizard of Earthsea reads like an ancient poem that's been translated into English. The second thing is the world building. There's a map of Earthsea at the beginning of the book, but so firm is the author's sense of place that the reader never has to refer to it. She routinely provides much more information than the story strictly requires. There's a good example in chapter 4 where she describes a festival called the Moon's Night and the Long Dance. It adds very little to the narrative sequence, but it does add to the world, and she never misses an opportunity to flesh that world out. A Wizard of Earthsea was meant to be a standalone novel, but once she finished it, Le Guin noticed loose ends, so she wrote a sequel. Then she wrote a third instalment, then a fourth, then a fifth, plus a collection of Earthsea short stories. Earthsea had clearly got under her skin, which is unsurprising. Because at its best, fantasy fiction has that power. It beguiles highly intelligent people so that occasionally they'll become mono-genreists. They'll only read fantasy fiction in the same way that some other readers will only read detective novels or romance novels. So be careful with this one.